in a world where attention spans are so short and it's hard to be genuine on camera because it's only the exciting stuff that can build a career. I'm starting this. Um, this is a format that I saw just this morning, and I thought that it would fit me. It's something that I thought, maybe if I tried it, it would feel good for me and it would make me feel like like something was happening, and it also satisfies um, what some some people who watch my content has been like asking for. They want to see and hear more about like what's really happening, like my week to week, day to day type stuff. And I uh, I want to do this. This is gonna be like a little bit of a podcast. It is a podcast. It's just a very, very casual podcast. I don't plan on doing very much. I don't plan on doing anything but talking about what I've been up to and what my day is. And it's going to be a super casual like format where I don't know. I'm just comfortable and talking about what's going on and what matters to me. So I'm I'm really gonna go like wide open out of the gates here, and just like talk about everything that um, has happened this past week and how I feel about it, and what my plans are for that. So, man, what a week to start. Um, Something like this. I think I just want to get myself comfortable um, when we start. So, I like laying on my side. Need to stack a couple pillows up. This is my bedroom, by the way. I don't really show my room very much. I consider this very personal space. So, um, other than like close-up shots of my face with this in the background, this is like where I sleep. um, it's not a very big room. New York City, it's hard to have a big room when you're like trying to grow. Um, as a person that has to like like I came to New York City alone. I first off, and everything that I've ever done here, I've funded myself. I've had help along the way, but like everything that I've had help with is it like expected to be paid back. Like nothing was just given. So I I don't know. I mean, humble. I'm I have a humble 8 foot by 10 foot bedroom. Um, in a 3 bedroom apartment with 2 roommates, and I have to move out in 2 months. So that's a little stressful to think about. I signed a 4 month lease, and that 4 month lease ends at the end of January. I do have a roommate lined up, and well, he's like becoming one of my better friends. His name's Jared, um, and we became friends because he started coming to the Creators NYC meetups that I host, um, which so lucky to meet him. I mean, like we're becoming good friends. Man, it's like really hard to like open up right away. I don't think I don't have an outlet to like just talk. I have my partner, but even like then I we don't always spend our time talking. He listens when I need someone to talk to, but I don't really just have an outlet where I just like talk about things anymore. That used to be my YouTube channel, but my main YouTube channel has oddly enough too much attention on it, and it's not even big. It's just like there's the wrong type of people on that YouTube channel for what I want to talk about. If I were to upload this video on my main YouTube channel, there would be so many questions as to why am I doing this, and it would seem as though I was just doing it to like follow a trend or to do something for attention, to be different. Ooh, but no, I really feel like this is something that I want to do. And I guess even just talking about like me not having a main outlet for just talking about my feelings and like expressing them, um, that's helping me open up already. I think that that's like a wall that I have to discuss before I can move forward. Is just like it's hard to find nowadays. It's hard to find a place where you can just talk about what's happening. And you know what? It kind of sucks that that place feels like it's a random personal vlog channel on YouTube. I've been uploading on this channel for a long time, and it's been a challenging place for me because it's I don't want uploads from on this channel to be in any way this is a channel this like I don't want it to be like this is a thing that's trending so I want to post about it. Like I don't do reviews on this channel. I don't things that deserve clicks. Everything on this channel to me has been very very real. Maybe I tried some titles here and there to see if I could get more clicks, just test things out, but for the most part, this channel is just a documentation channel where I put things up about my life, and that's where this content is going to live. This isn't for attention. This isn't for personal gain. This is just like me expressing my feelings and putting what it feels like to be a 25-year-old creative in New York City who wants to build a business but doesn't feel like he deserves or has the knowledge or education to build a business and doesn't feel qualified enough to be successful, but is going to try his hardest to be successful anyways. And the struggles that come with that, and the realness that comes with that, and the attempts being made and the actual actions being made to change the way I feel about myself actually trying. So that's where I'm at. I don't know exactly how I'm perceived on the outside right now, but this is going to be all the inside me. I think of myself as a hard worker. I think of myself as somebody that desperately wants to prove himself, and just wants to prove the value that he has to the people that doubt him. I think I have a lot of stuff that goes on in my head when I'm trying to be a creative that kind of breaks my motivation when it's like time to work. And it's stuff that I definitely need to talk to, and I would love to speak with a therapist, but I don't have a way to do that. I don't necessarily have the means to afford that outlet. So this is an alternative that kind of puts it out there to document for myself, to document this journey. I've never been much of a writer. I've tried it. I do a journal. I have a notebook that I've scribbled in quite a bit on my thoughts and feelings and the actions that I want to take to move forward. I've read a lot of books, but I feel like I'm more of a speaker and more of a verbal processor. Whenever I read, I listen to a voice in my head. Whenever I am thinking out an idea, I sometimes will mumble to myself about it, or I'll talk to myself as if I'm on the phone. Um, that's not right. That sounds insane. It'll just be like I'll be going down the street and I'll ask myself questions as to what I'm doing and how that will play out. So it's more like just processing things while also speaking about them for the most part. Somewhat like this, but not like this. I think that this makes me nervous. I think just speaking about how I'm feeling and it not being like the greatest feelings makes me nervous. I I don't think that I've ever felt the need to fake being happy. I've never felt the need to change the way that I feel to so then others' perceptions of me makes them feel more comfortable with what I'm doing and committing to like a full like business feels like the right move. It feels like now I have real motivation, like a real, not motivation, but like a real path to where I want to go with like the things I'm building right now. But it almost feels like I'm not the, like to other people, I'm not the type of person that can succeed in this. And I want to prove that wrong. I want to prove that I am somebody that can do this and can be a like a good leader, um, and an innovative thinker and somebody that can problem solve where problems need to be solved. But um, this next like path I'm taking in life is definitely really scary. And I want to document those feelings because I don't know who to talk to about them. And man, it's hard to find people to talk to. But okay, that's somewhat like a start to how I'm feeling. I'm Let's recap this last week. So today is just a regular day out of the week. I'm gonna try to upload one of these once a week, maybe every other week. Um, just updates on what's been happening. So, and like how the drama and how it makes me feel, and like just kind of putting it out there. So my roommate was just grabbing some water, and that made me really, really nervous. I was like waiting for him to leave. I think that might be number one. I don't feel comfortable in my house anymore. I don't feel comfortable in this place anymore. Um, I have been avoiding coming back home. I spend hours walking before coming home just to avoid it. I go to my partner's place and stay days just to avoid coming back here. And I know that moving out is the right choice, but man, if you've ever heard about moving in New York City, finding a place in New York City, it is hard. It is hard. And especially for someone that doesn't have like like his financial side of himself completely figured out. It's it's pretty difficult to imagine how I'm going to be able to find a place that works. I got this place because, for one, they were looking for somebody to fill in a room, and two, like, I didn't have to go through all the loopholes that you usually have to do. There was just like, yeah, you sign on to the sublease and you're good. And that's how I've been riding for the last while. I did have to prove that I had enough money and I had to pay the money. But like after that, we've just been cruising in this. I love this apartment. I love its location. I love this spot. I just feel uncomfortable with my roommates. One of my roommates comes into my room while I'm not here, checks it out, makes sure there's not like food sitting out, and if like I don't know, like there's a bottle, and this has liquid in it, okay, and I bought that yesterday. At the same time I bought this, and like I just like having drinks available, and I plan on drinking both of these fully today, but I I don't know, having he searches the room, um not like in drawers and stuff. I don't know what he does. I need to put up a camera, but he'll make note of what's in here. And I know this because we've had many conversations where he was like, "Hey, I just peeked in your room and I saw this. Hey, I just noticed in your room you had your light on when you stepped out. Oh, hey, I just noticed that like you had a Prime bottle sitting like on your bed. Should put it in the fridge." Stuff like that, and it makes it feel like, dude, I'm an adult. Yeah, I left a Prime bottle in my room. It's water. What's gonna happen? Um, just that mixed in with how different I am with my roommates. For one, they don't respect what I do. They think that this is a fool's game. Like anything to do with social media is a fool's game, and that I should quit. Well, I should just quit and figure something else out. Do something else. Getting to real marketing or whatever. Um, and yeah, maybe I should, but this is this is something I've committed myself to, and I really enjoy when it is working well. And that's really a problem with social media, is like you can't control if it does well. I hate this conversation. I hate this whole episode. I hate that I called it an episode to start with. I hate that I said that I'm going to be doing this every other week. Like I'm committing to doing this. I'm not. This is not something that is going to be a series. It's just me expressing myself in a different way. I turned 25 this last week. It was a pretty subtle birthday. The day before, we had a meetup, and I felt really, really, really good. But the day before, like, it's 2 days before my birthday, I had the worst breakdown. Didn't want to come home. Took the longest way back home. Could not get myself together. I was so stressed out. And I don't even remember really what happened that day. I just stayed late at work. I didn't do anything. I I wanted to sit on my phone and scroll. I wanted to draw on my iPad. I wanted to listen to music, but my headphones were dead. My phone was dead. My iPad was dead. There was a charger. I didn't even want to charge my phone because I didn't want to look at it. And I went to sleep, got back here, and I went to sleep. And I woke up that next day early, and I had a really great day. And it was because I went to the Creators NYC meetup and was just having a great time with my friends. It was like crash and poof, good again. That's usually how Saturday feels. It's like a reset. Like, oh yeah, I have something of value that I'm bringing to the world. It's not all digital. It's not all business. There's connection, and that's important too. And boom, I'm back on top. I've just kind of been in this vicious cycle of crash, boom, crash, boom, crash, boom. And I'm really lucky that I have that boom because I don't know where I'd be if I didn't. I'd probably be super stressed out all the time. And I am starting to get there constantly. I've never felt so uncomfortable in my entire life. And I've had a pretty unstructured life. But this just feels like another level. And a lot of it due to myself. It's like I don't have to stress out so much about everything, and I do. Turning 25, I did a lot of reflection. On my longest way back home, I sat down at like a place. It was beautiful, and I was looking out at the city and just like thinking to myself, trying to tell myself like affirmations of like my first 25 years of life and what I've done in that time that I should be proud of. And there were a lot of things. It was building Creators NYC, having built like a community of people around myself that like are talented and are amazing and like I really enjoy, and finding somebody that I care about and love to spend time with, my partner, and having built something that I know I want to dedicate myself to for the next decade. Like, that's something to be proud of. Getting myself here in New York City is something to be proud of. Being here is one of the hardest things to achieve. I remember sitting there, like, since I graduated high school, I knew I wanted to live either like LA or New York. And after I found out that LA wasn't as amazing as it sounded, New York City was the option, but I knew New York City was so expensive. And it's so far away from home that it just seemed like a really difficult choice to make. But when I came here for a trip and just had like the slightest opportunity of moving here, there was nothing stopping me, and I just moved. I just did it. Because I knew that if I went back home, it would feel just as impossible to get back as if I never was here. So biting the bullet and actually coming here was something that I am super proud of. And then also biting the bullet and creating Creators NYC and doing the meetups every single week. No matter how motivated I am to do it, as soon as I'm there on Saturday, I always feel so much better. And it's just such a great restart. Right at the end of the week, a recharge, a restart. It just feels like I have another opportunity to do things. And like that's really the magic of Creators NYC for me. It just feels like a community of people that are super supportive. So I keep coming back. And I don't really have a choice. I always say this. The only person at this community meetup that happens every Saturday for creatives of all sorts, the only person who has a mandatory attendance is me. I have missed a few because I was out of the city, but like another thing I can be proud of is even when I'm gone, the meetup still happens. Somebody else hosts it. And like having built something that wants to continue even if I'm not there, that matters to me. We just crossed our 100th meetup since the start. It was this last Saturday, and it's a lot. I'm really proud of bringing it this far. You might be able to see a mug in the corner here. This is the 100 Saturdays mug. And I wrote on the bottom of it, this is mine. NYC 100th meetup, 11/25/23. And then I did like a little bit of a signature. Just put my name. Starting Creators NYC, I didn't even think we'd get past the first month of doing like a weekly meetup. I thought people would just stop coming. But now we're at 100, and there is no telling where this thing's going to go. I think that even if I left New York City, or like if I just disappeared, that it would probably continue. I mean, other people have the logins to like the social media accounts and stuff, and that's basically where the lifeblood of it all lives right now. I love coconut water. If this ever gets a sponsor, it's going to be for a coconut water thing. That's like, actually, just in general, that'd be like a dream sponsor. Some coconut water brand. That'd be a good sponsor. But, so not only my 25th birthday, but 100 meetups, and just recognizing that that's something to be celebrated and proud of. Like that was a great birthday gift. Just being able to have something of value that I bring to the world. And I want to keep growing it, but I'm really scared about the direction I'm taking, because I want to say I trust that the people coming to the meetups will come no matter what changes I make. But I don't think that's true. I don't think I trust people. Don't get me wrong. I don't know how much I trust people to stay through like rough periods where I'm trying to figure stuff out. They say it can take 20 years to build a reputation. It can take 100 meetups to build a reputation, but it only takes 5 minutes to ruin it. And now I'm scared because I feel like I have something that I really want to continue. And I'm pretty worried that I'm going to blow it. I'm scared to make changes. I'm scared to do something different because I think that if it's the wrong direction for some people, everybody's going to leave. There's no commitment to Creators NYC. As I said, the only mandatory attendance is me. There's no reason for people to buy the mugs or the sweatshirts that I made or the tote bag that I made to celebrate 100 meetups. I want it because I was there for, well, what? Out of the last 100, 95 of them. I've only had people host a few times. So, I don't know. There are people that have been purchasing stuff, so I am thankful. I am happy that people care about it maybe as much as I do. Probably as much as I do. And it makes it feel like it's bigger than me, which is really special. But I honestly cannot help but feel a little scared. And I think that's anybody. I think I just want to share that because I don't want people thinking that I'm so confident that this is all going to be super successful. And maybe that should be the portrayal of it because that will get people to root for it. But man, I'm scared. I really want it to work out. I've put a lot on the line. And I really want to be putting as much work as I can, much effort as I can towards this. But I don't have all the control. You can't just make something work. So that's what I've been thinking about a lot lately is if I'm changing the way this is going to work, I really hope people follow me and trust that I'm making decisions that are for the best interest of the group to grow it in a way that will benefit us more than where we are now. I have a vision for where I want to take this. And I'm genuinely scared that on the way there, I'm going to lose so many people and it's going to crush me. But I can't really think about that. If I think about it too much, I just won't do anything. And I'd rather do something than nothing. Another quote. 20 years from now, you'll be more upset about the things you didn't do than the things you did do. If I just kept Creators NYC how it is right now, and we just kept coasting along meetup after meetup, it'd get too boring. It wouldn't grow, and it would just fade. But if I actually try to grow it with the moves that I believe are the best, and it fails completely, it would have ended anyway. But at least I tried my hardest to get it to be a place where we have a physical location where people can always come and hang out and feel supported, and that's where we host the meetups. at least I try. And that's the way I want to take this. So, all the risk involved, it's the risk involved. But if I'm going to fail either way, I'd rather fail really pushing it. Blow it up. So, yeah, that's it. This is the first podcast episode for the Chich Vlogs channel. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. If you'd like to support Creators NYC, feel free to go to creatorsnyc.shop and pick up a 100 Saturdays sweatshirt or tote or a mug. And if you get all three, you can actually get a secret hat that's on there that I'm not promoting, but if somebody gets the full kit, I wanted to add something in there that they get for free. So you get a free Creators NYC hat if you buy all three things, which is like a $30 value. But I hate to add in a pitch at the end, but I just feel like after talking about all my feelings, it just feels right to like say, like, if you feel the need or want to support what I'm trying to grow, that's the way to do it right now. Because there's not a donations tab, and I'm not going to accept direct donations. That's it. Yeah. Not a sellout, just trying to grow my own thing, and hopefully it works out. That's it. Thank you for watching, listening. Come back sometime. I'll have another episode out, and I'll tell you how the first week went. Let's become a millionaire. Let's I don't know how to end it yet. So that's it.